Welcome. Welcome to the truth. Tick tock, Diane. The game is locked and no one else can play. Hello, Steph, Tawanda, Artria. I gave you till 1 o'clock today to admit you're full of shit and you didn't do it. So now I'm going to prove you're full of shit. Okay? We'll see who comes in. Maggie, lay down, baby. Good girl. Lay down. Good girl. Let's see who comes in. Not that I'm not completely happy with Aratria, Tawanda, and Steph, because I am. But as you all know, or maybe you don't know, please go over there, throw a review. I went on Diane's panel yesterday. Now, I've heard a lot of Diane kicked my ass, Diane kicked my ass. Hey, profiling. Hey, monkey's mama. We were not playing a board game. Okay. This was not a game of Scrabble. There was no ass kicking that took place. Yes. Hello, narc expert profiling. Jennifer Marie Pepper. So if you looked at it as if Diane kicked my ass, then you need to do a little internal check because you're really fucking immature. But that's neither here nor there. So Diane and I are on panel having a heated discussion. Okay. And Saint Jude come up, which they go hand in hand pretty much anymore, don't they? So while I'm up there, Diane's telling me, I don't believe you know anything about St. Jude. I don't believe you know anything about St. Jude. Now, keep in mind, I worked for St. Jude for 11 years. Doesn't mean I know everything, but I know a few things. Okay. So I'm thinking, okay, Diane, you keep saying I don't know anything about St. Jude. Let's see what you know about St. Jude. So I threw out the name Tom Shadyac. Now, I'm fully believing that Diane, no, because she's mentioned it many times how she's in contact with the higher ups of St. Jude. So I'm thinking at any moment, hey, Amanda T, hey, Speak Truth, that she's going to correct me. She's going to say, who in the hell is Tom Shadyac? But no, she doesn't. She doesn't correct me. When I said that name, I thought, okay, this is going to prove just how much Diane truly knows about St. Jude. She even offered to do a three-way call with Tom Shadyac. And I wanted to. I was like, oh, get him on the phone. Get him on the phone. Let's do it. Kind of like the same thing I did with the mandolin when she went on panel claiming that I had a racist meme on my Facebook. I knew who the meme belonged to, and I just wanted them to make a fool of themselves, and they did. So, Diane, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Tom Shadyac is a movie producer. Hey, Shaz. Hey, critters. Okay. So that's why I was so wanting you to call him because he was going to say, you two are loony. But you wanted to do a three-way call with Tom Shadyac, who you know so well, then you should know that Tom Shadyac is not a part of St. Jude. He is a movie producer. His father, Richard Shadyac, Jr., and his grandfather, which he might be dead now, I don't know, was also affiliated with St. Jude. Well, yes, except cookies. I am talking about it because I'm proving a point. Because Diane throws bullshit out there and people buy into it. And she basically was insinuating that a movie producer by the name of Tom Shadyac is a very dishonest man because she follows him on Twitter. Gotcha, Diane. Now, who really doesn't know anything about St. Jude? Diane. But I'm still willing to set in on that three-way call with Tom Shadyac. Maybe we can ask him about his movie. I think it was Ace Ventura. But who really doesn't know about the CEOs of St. Jude? Because you just kept pushing me and pushing me and pushing me and pushing me. And I thought, she's pushing way too hard for me to say something about St. Jude that everybody should know, or at least she should know. So I thought, okay, I'll play your game, Tom Shadyac, fully aware of the fact. But I really thought, Diane, you were going to say, who the hell is Tom Shadyac? But you didn't. Instead, you wanted to do a three-way call with the man. So I'm willing to do a three-way call with Tom Shadyac if you have his number. No, there's not an easy fix. I wish there was an easy fix. Yes, except cookies. I don't know. Maybe Santa will bring me something. I don't know. But I apologize because it does suck. Exactly, coffee chat. And strongly implying that Tom Shadyac, a movie producer, hey, except cookies, when you quit believing in Santa, you get underwear. That he's a liar on Twitter. When in fact, Tom is a movie producer. And his father, Richard, is the CEO. So, you want to match wits with me, Diane, about St. Jude? I gave you all night last night and until 1 o'clock today for you to fix yourself. But you didn't. And the reason that you didn't, yes, we would like you to point out what Richard, the real CEO, what he's lying about. But for all you people, for all of you people out there that believe Diane has direct contact with CEOs of St. Jude and upper upper level people of ALSAC. Not true. Because if she did, she would have corrected me yesterday. But I have to give Diane credit. I did get a good laugh out of it. I got a really good laugh out of it. Now, nothing has changed on my stance. You still scam St. Jude, whether you believe it or not. Even your friend said it. And you still talk about those wish lists behind the scenes. But the minute I said Tom Shadyac, Diane, you should have said, who the hell is that? But when you didn't and you jumped on it and wanted to make a three-way call with him, I was all in at that point. I was like, let's do it. Call him up, Diane. Let's call Tom Shadyac. So who's really the person that you're accusing of being dishonest? Is it Tom Shadyac? Or is it Richard Shadyac? Is it Tom, the movie producer? Or is it Richard, the CEO of ALSAC St. Jude? Because it's not very nice of you to put out there that somebody's dishonest when you don't even have the right person. And again, Diane, do you want to go head to head on St. Jude? Do you really want to go head to head on St. Jude? Because you proved yesterday you know shit about St. Jude. When you agreed to make a three-way call with the movie producer over St. Jude bullshit. Hey, Mel D. Hey, Blanche. Hey, RDA. That's when I knew for a fact that you know shit about St. Jude. And you haven't been in contact with any CEOs of St. Jude. And if you have been in contact with Tom, then he thinks you're loony because he's a movie producer. Oh, sorry. Hello, RDA. So for all of you all running around saying, Diane really kicked the truth's butt. No, here's what's happening. You're really kissing Diane's ass and believing everything that she says. But I gave you time, Diane, to correct it. I gave you every bit of time to correct it. But you're obviously stalking the wrong person on Twitter. Please get off Tom's back. If you want to stalk somebody and call them dishonest because they're affiliated with St. Jude, you need to jump on Richard and not Tom. So for all you people sitting in her chat, and for all you people that's been threatened with CEOs of St. Jude, no, you've been threatened with a freaking movie producer. And again, I think one of his movies was Ace Ventura. But see, I knew he was the son of Richard. But Diane wanted to keep saying, you don't know nothing about St. Jude. You don't know nothing about St. Jude. So let's see what Diane knows. Absolutely nothing. Ding, 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 ding. Quit threatening people with, uh, well, you've quit talking about it altogether because, hey, Michelle. Hey, Wogs. So, how are you going to explain this to your people, Diane? How are you going to explain that you were going to pick up the phone and do a three-way call? Because you said you would do it in private, and I'm still willing to do that call. I'm not sure what I'm going to ask Tom Shadyac. What's it like to produce a movie? What's it like to be behind the camera instead of in front of the camera? I don't know. I'd like to know what you're going to ask him. It's a lot of hypocrisy. Yeah, the movie Liar, Liar, yes. Yeah, there'll have to be some emails from Richard. Or better yet, I'd like to see some from Tom. I would love for you to go on your panel and show emails from Tom Shadyac in regards to anything to do with St. Jude, other than the fact he's probably donated. We're never going to see Bob, and that's okay. There is a find and replace feature in Google Docs, but not everyone knows how to use it, just saying. Well, you're going to have to explain that to me. You know I can't press no buttons. But feel free, all of you Diane supporters who think she's honest and always tells the truth, feel free to Google Tom Shadyac and then Google Richard Shadyac. I think Tom's emails would be more interesting than Richard's also. Me too, speak truth with love. Well, I can't imagine why else she would know Tom Shadyac unless she wants him to write her life story. Now, not sure what you're going to tell your people, Diane. Don't really care what you tell your people. But for all of you out there thinking that Diane has connections, no, she doesn't. Why is she claiming he's a liar when she was sending all the alleged money there? Good point, profiling. Good point. Good point. So if you thought that Richard Shadyac was actually shady, why would you send all that money that you claim you sent? Well, she can't like Saint Jude too much when she says F Saint Jude and then thinks she's calling the CEO a liar when in fact she's calling a movie producer a liar, but she thinks she's calling the CEO, which she never said the word liar. She just insinuated it very strong. So again, for all of you people that think that Diane is this honest person that you know, and Diane, really, you have got to be desperate to be into a chat begging Hartley to make you a cartoon. That's all you've ever been on here is a freaking cartoon. Now, Hartley is a fan of mine. She makes me a cartoon a lot. Right, full on. But when you're in a chat basically begging Hartley to make you a cartoon, when that's all you've ever been is a freaking cartoon, that's desperate, Diane. And again, Hartley is a big fan of mine. She has made me a cartoon on many occasions. So I can't wait to hear your response, Diane. I can't wait for you to explain how you're such in touch with the higher ups of St. Jude when you wanted to do a three-way call with a movie producer, not his father, that really is the CEO. But again, when you stepped in that bucket of shit and you didn't correct me, because had you have said, who the hell is Tom? I would have given you credit for that. But you didn't. You offered to call him because you know him so well. Well, I've got to be honest with you, Diane. I don't know Tom Shadyac at all. I've never broken bread with Tom Shadyac, but I have broken bread with his daddy, which is the CEO of Saint Jude. So again, if you ever want to have a panel and go head to head about the facts of St. Jude, or better yet, if you want to call Tom, but for the love of God, Diane, quit running around insinuating that he's some kind of a liar. He is a movie producer that has no freaking idea who the hell Diane is. But it would have been fun to get him on the phone. I would have had a ball with that. But then again, I knew you couldn't. So you stepped in a bucket of shit, Diane. It's time to rinse off. Now you can totally ignore this. I don't care. Makes me no never mind. But once again, you're on a panel screaming, you're not a liar, you're not dishonest. Oh, Angela, me too. You're not a liar, you're not dishonest, you're a good person, and we can call a movie producer to prove it. I'll be waiting for that call, Diane, because, well, I'd kind of like to know. I'd kind of like to talk to a movie producer. I don't really have anything to say to Richard. He's just the CEO of a life-saving children's cancer hospital. But I sure would like to talk to a movie producer. I don't think I ever have. It might be Tom casting it or producing it. Who knows? That's all I can figure out, Mel D, is that he's going to produce Diane's life story. And again, Diane, you can't say that I didn't give you ample time, because you could have set me straight right there on your panel by saying, who the hell is Tom? But instead, you wanted to do a 3-way call with him. And when you said that, I was like, I've got to let this roll. I've got to see how this plays out. Just like I did with Mander when she lied about the meme. I knew it was Natasha's meme. I was just sitting there tapping my foot. Come on, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. Just like I was sitting there tapping my foot, waiting for you to dial the phone. So again, for all of you all that's been threatened by Diane with CEOs of Saint Jude, you've truly been threatened with a movie producer who does not know Diane from shit in Shinola. You'll have to catch it on replay, Margie, because I'm not giving her any more of my time. I proved her a fool again. And I'm waiting to see what her comeback is. I can't wait to hear it. See, sometimes when you're debating with somebody about something and you throw something out there to see if it sticks, and they take it and they run with it, it's best just to let them keep running. And that's what Diane did. She ran and ran and ran, calling this man everything but a liar, insinuating what a horrible person that Tom Shadyac is. That's why when she says, do you believe Tom Shadyac? Do you believe what he says on Twitter? I said, you mean as far as the hospital? Because Tom's not affiliated with them. So I'll be looking forward to your response, Diane. And for all of you out there that said, yeah, she did. She called him everything but Richard. And for all of you out there that thinks Diane kicked my ass, checkmate, bitches. Y'all have a lovely day. I got to call and make a hair appointment. Thanks for coming in, guys. Thanks for supporting the stream. Tricks are for kids, Diane. Pepper left and had shit to do like 5. Wogs, what are you doing? Don't, Wogs, you're not going to mess with my mods. I don't come into your chat and do that shit. You're not going to mess with my mods. I'm getting off of here now. But I can tell you right now, I'm going to have Pepper's back. She is my mod. All right, guys. Like I said, Diane, checkmate. All you others, have a great day. See you around the tubes.